All right. Hi everyone, it is Kimberly, and this is Fabric Bundle Friday. I come to you each week from my shop, and I hope that you all are having a great week. For those that are just joining me for the first time, I'm Kimberly Chafee from Kimberly's Fabric Stash, and we are an online fabric store that sells quilt shop quality fabrics from vendors such as Moda, Riley Blake, Wyndham, Wilmington Prints, and just Quilting Treasures. We also sell patterns and product and everything to help make your quilting life a lot easier. So we're going to just kind of get a kind of a sense here of everything's working okay. I think it is. And if you're watching us for the first time, if you would just give me a thumbs up and let me know that you're new here, that would be fantastic. And again, my name is Kimberly Chafee. So basically on Friday afternoons, what I do is I come on and we talk about everything related to like quilting and sewing and what's going on as far as new products in our industry, new techniques, things that people have discovered along the way, as far as, you know, a new way to do X, Y, and Z. So Fabric Bundle Friday is that time for us to connect and for you to ask us questions about maybe something you have going on in your quilting studio. And of course, we share product and reviews and just have a good time talking about all the things related to quilting. So basically this week I do a kind of a slideshow process for those that have never joined us before. So basically I walk through a slideshow, show you the different things, and then we have a chat at the end. So that's how our format kind of runs here. We do then post this video to YouTube. So if somebody can't access Facebook and you want to share it, they can always go onto our YouTube page and find the video there. So we have a couple different ways for people to access our video. And so basically, we're going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully my slideshow is working this week because it's always fun with technology of what's going on. So we'll hit that button and we'll see if we can get our slideshow started. Okay, we can. So this week in our newsletter that I send out weekly, I wrote an article on our blog talking about glue and quilting. And if you've never, if you don't receive my newsletter and you would like to, if you click the shop button up there on our Facebook page, that will take you over to the website. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the website, the newsletter sign-up form is there. So it's easy, it's free, it doesn't cost you anything, and then each week you get an idea of like what came into the shop, and I give you a recipe and all those kinds of things. So the article I wrote concerns glue and quilting, and kind of an odd thing to think about because you never really want to put glue on fabric, but yet while we're quilting, that is something that we end up doing because there's a couple different things that go on in quilting that require us to hold things in place so that we can either baste or either like finish sewing them, so we're basting first, or we're trying to keep layers together. So there's a couple different things, and my article links over to an article written by Carrie Nelson from Miss Rosie's Quilt Patch for Moda, where she talks about the review of a couple different products. So my article deals with what we're doing with glue and quilting, and then hers goes into more of a review of different products you can use to accomplish certain things. So as you can see here in the picture, one of the things, well, a couple of things we use are like 505 spray based, which is this right here. Okay, so we have our 505 spray base, and that is often used. It's a temporary fabric adhesive that we use when we're making quilt sandwiches. So a quilt sandwich is your backing, your batting, and your top layer. And instead of pinning those layers and getting ready to machine quilt, we would spray base that. And basically it's a temporary hold, but the thing about the 505 is it washes out eventually, so it's not going to stay in your quilt forever, and it also doesn't gum up your needle. So when you're machine quilting, this is a great product to use for keeping those layers together, but yet at the same time not having issues from glue hitting the needle or staining the fabric long term and turning the fabric yellow and all those kinds of things. So it's one of those products that has been around for a long time. I read today that OTIF has been around for like 50 years. Go figure. And again, instead of pinning the quilt for getting it ready for the machine, which takes a lot of time, you can actually spray base those layers. I always caution people to spray base the batting and not the fabric itself, because I don't like putting glue right up against certain fabrics. It's just a thing I have, and not that it's been proven that, oh, it wrecks the fabric. It's more the fact that I rather spray the batting and then press the fabric down. The other product that you can see in the picture there is the Heat and Bond Light. Now that is a paper adhesive that we use typically for applique process. So we're taking one piece of fabric and we're gluing it to the other piece of fabric. And that works by ironing the paper, or the glue against the glue side of that paper against the back side, the wrong side of the fabric, then peeling that paper back and then putting it down. So that is another type of glue that we use in quilting. And again, it doesn't gum up the needle, and you can do your applique without having all these issues with the fabric being moving around and causing causing a problem. You just, yeah, especially when you have little pieces for appliquing. And for those of you that applique a lot, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. The other product there in the picture is the Roxanne's Glue Based, which is this right here. And we like that because that's also another temporary basting glue. Different than a spray, it actually drops, you squeeze it on, it kind of comes out like Elmer's glue. And you can use that for when you're trying to maybe put binding down and you need that binding to stay in place. You can also use that during applique. I know a lot of people use that for their applique processes. And so that's another fabulous wash away glue that you can use to hold your product. And then the other thing that is not in the picture that that is talked about in Carrie's article is glue sticks. So we have like the Soline glue sticks here, and they, again, it's a temporary kind of just, it holds it in place. That way you don't have to pin everything, and again, it won't gum up your needle. So those are a couple different glue things, but I encourage you to pop over to my website, click on the blog tab at the top, and you'll see the article on this week on glue and quilting. So that's just a little update for you on something that we typically don't think about when we're quilting is glue, but it's needed. So, all right, on to the next thing here. So part of our every Friday afternoon thing that we're doing is our gift guide. Now, if you're just joining us for the first time, I'm going to take a pause here and say welcome and thank you for coming over to our live Fabric Bundle Friday feed here, where and I'm Kimberly Chafee from Kimberly's Fabric Stash, and each week we go over different products and talk about quilting related ideas and articles. So this is our second gift idea for the upcoming holidays. We start this in August because there's nothing worse than trying to sew last minute and having things just not come the way you want them to work. So basically, we want to get you started early. That way nobody is stressing out, and then we can move forward with, enjoying the holidays and not worrying about, did I make such and such a gift? Oh, there was a guild meeting. I forgot I needed a gift for guild meeting. Oh, blah, blah's a new quilter. I really should make her something or send something over to encourage her. So we're trying to do gifts early so that you can have a stress-free holiday season and yet have all your little ducks in a row. So one of the things that I thought would make a great gift is, and this is specific to those that own embroidery machines. So if you don't own an embroidery machine, this week. Cool. And hi, Paula. Thanks for coming over today and seeing me. These are awesome. I did a set of these last year as gifts, and they are, again, for machine embroiderers. And if you don't have an embroidery machine, my apologies. Not every gift is going to be for machine embroidery, but I want to include a lot of different audiences here. So for those that have an embroidery machine, the cool thing about these fobs is if you have a big enough hoop size, you can do 3 or 4 at a time and really knock these out. And the link for this, for the key fobs, is over on my website. If you go to the free pattern section, and you'll see this is gift number 2, and that will link you over to my Pinterest page, which links you over to this embroidery site. And I have used their patterns in the past. They do download just fine in all formats. So it's not specific to just one format. But I think these are a great gift. They hold chapsticks. You can see in the picture, like you can hold a glue stick, a USB stick, a lighter, whatever. You know, it's just a really cute idea. And they have like 4 or 5 pages of these in the hoop key fobs. So I just thought it would make a great gift. It's very simple. And again, if your hoops are large enough, you can get several of these into one hooping. So, and they go kind of quickly, and they're fun to make. So as far as the key rings are concerned, you can, if you're planning on making a whole bunch of them, go over to eBay, order key rings in bulk. Or if you're only making 1 or 2, visit your local craft supply and pick up a couple of keychains. They usually have them in like the jewelry finding section of the store. So that was gift idea number 2. And if you remember last week, we talked about tea towel aprons, and that one is also listed in our gift guide under our free pattern section on the website. Okay, so our next thing here. So we have in new Christmas fabric from Basic Gray, and it's a very vintage looking line this is from Moda, and Basic Gray is a huge part of Moda with their grunge line. So those of you that are familiar with grunge, these are the same people that made a Christmas line. Now there's the static picture there that you can see. I also have in front of me here the fabric, so I'm going to do a really quick run through. We have them. I'm sorry, I'm reading what Paula has to say here. If you don't have an embroidery machine, you should get one, and the hoop projects are always fun. Yes, and they always turn out really nice. So I second that, Paula, absolutely. So thank you for the comment, by the way. So the way we're selling the Basic Gray Naughty or Nice collection, that is the name of the collection, is we have it in fat quarters and half-yard bundles. Again, if you go over to the website, you will see, if you type in Basic Gray, you'll see these come up. I think they're on the front page. I might not have put them on the front page today, but they're over there. And so everything, they ship free. They're free ship bundles. And we're going to go really quick and run through these because we don't want to take away everybody's like completely Friday afternoon. So hopefully you can kind of see how cute this is. This one's interesting. This is, let me unfold this really quickly here. So basically the way this is running is, this is your selvage down here, and it's running as a stripe so that you are getting these cool thing, and then you flip it over. So how awesome is that, right? So if you need a border for something, now obviously this is a half-yard cut, and once I get the bolts listed, you could actually order that in yardage. But I just thought that was really novel. So if you're doing like a small like placemats or something like that, it gives you like an instant border. This is like a little snow on a cream. It's more of a white. It's not cream. It's white. Okay, more words. This is like a candy cane kind of thing. I really hope that your screen monitor see how cool this is. This is like a dot. Oh, this is adorable. Okay. And there's that. And I'm going to try not to look down every time I do this. Okay, let me move that stack. So there are 20 cuts in our bundles. So that would be 20 fat quarters. Fat quarters are 18 by 22. And or there's the half-yard bundle, which is 18 by 44. So if you're interested in one of those, again, this is the Naughty or Nice collection from Basic Gray. This is new for their Christmas this year. I think it's a great looking collection. Very excited about it. I have a couple of really fun Villa Rosa postcard patterns that I might try and make this collection out of. So like I said, there will be yardage put up on the website, but for now we have the bundles listed, and I just think they'd make a great pattern. And if you're thinking of like pattern idea, like a turning 20 is a cool idea. You could always do a log cabin out of that. So just, you know, table runners, placemats, whatever. It's a cute Christmas line. Neat. Okay, so that is Naughty or Nice. On to the next. So we are congratulating Sherry Becker this week for winning the mini Stripology ruler, which I have right here. Okay, so if you're unfamiliar with some of the things we do here, because you might be joining us for the first time, every week we do a giveaway, and all that Sherry needed to do was comment about something she liked from the video and then share it, and she did. So I'll be getting with Sherry and sending that to her. So congratulations to her. And again, this is some of the past prizes we've given away here at Kimberly's, and you don't need to purchase something in order to win. And you don't need to purchase something in order for me to ship it to you either. So we believe in being generous, and we like our customers. So those are some of the past prizes, but we try and give away something really cool every week. And this is a new ruler. Let's talk about this for just a second. These are up on the website. They retail for $39.99. I'm doing free shipping on them. So if you're interested in getting one, you will pop over there and order one. The thing about this is designed to work with smaller pre-cuts. So you can control 5-inch squares, 10-inch squares a lot better. And yeah, there's a whole like write-up on this on my website, so you'll have to read it. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but basically, and no, you don't need a different rotary blade to go into this. Somebody asked me this week, do you need the mini 28mm rotary? And you don't. You can use your 45mm, so it's easy. You don't have to go out and buy a new rotary blade just to use that. So basically, that's a cool thing. So that's how you can like win one of our giveaways. Alrighty, so our next thing here, if you did read this week's newsletter, you will know that we always give out a recipe because we are destined to have to cook, it seems like, every day of the week for some reason. And this week's recipe was the 3-bean taco, and I thought that looked like fun. It looked kind of festive and light, and it's a good summer recipe. You know, you don't want to like cook heavy meals in the summertime, especially when it's like 95 degrees outside. It's like, no, not doing that. I'm not heating up the whole house here. Now, one thing that I want to, I didn't get the picture loaded, so we're going to run through this again, is I want to let you know that we still have a couple of bundles of the Kansas Troubles Sweet Holly collection left in stock. So I'm going to run through these really quick for you. Again, these are available as fat quarters or half-yard cuts. And if you just pop over to the website, you can see that we still have a couple of these bundles left, and they'll be shortly going out of here because I think I only have like 5 half-yard bundles left and maybe 3 fat quarter bundles left. So great line from Kansas Troubles. Many of you enjoy Kansas Troubles, so they're definitely a great fabric company, and they're also part of Moda. So now I did tell you that our Halloween fabric has arrived and it is going out the door. So you're going to want to pop on over. Now what we have up, we got more bolts today of Halloween fabric. So if you are looking for like really cute Halloween designs or anything, we still have some left, but it is definitely leaving. Yeah, it's weird. This year in August, people are buying Halloween already. I don't know if they're using it for masks or I think they are, because they're buying like half yard cuts, but it's just like flying out the door. And we did get some more prints in today, which is good news. So if you're looking for Halloween fabrics, they are starting to come in, and they've been here and some are leaving. So go figure. All right, so let's see here. And all right, this is our thank you for watching, but we're going to go over and do our chat cam here. So basically this is the part of the show where you can ask questions about maybe something that you're sewing, maybe a product you have seen, and basically talk about what you want to work on. For maybe you have some gift ideas that you're working on. Some of you guys have not thought about the holidays yet, but I assure you they are coming. You're going to wake up one morning and it's going to be like 50 degrees and people are going to be like talking about Halloween. So now's the time. And so you're not stressed to definitely get going on your projects and stuff like that. One of the things that I forgot to do was bring into my room this week's giveaway. So it's out in my shop. I will post a picture of what we're giving away after today's video, and my apologies for that. We kind of had a little distractions going on this week and things happen. But anyway, we do have a giveaway, I promise. It's just not right here, right now. And if you're joining me kind of late, thank you for joining me. This is you kind of missed our weekly slideshow. Hi, Sherry. Sorry, we could just like breeze through this again kind of quickly. Sherry, we talked about glue and quilting, and we talked about Sherry won the Stripology mini ruler. And we do have them available on our website. And we went through the new basic gray Christmas fabrics. So we're talking about that. And then I was just apologizing because I forgot to bring my giveaway into the room. So I'll post that after the video so you guys can see what that is, because it's always cool and fun to see the picture and not just have me talk about it. So yeah, but anyway, I hope everybody's having a good week. I know that it's hot in a lot of places. I talked to a lady today in California, and I said, well, have a great weekend. She goes, probably not. And I'm like, well, why not? And she said, because it's going to be triple digits. And I'm like, oh, so it is a little warm. I know where in Texas, where my son's stationed, it's like 100 like every day. And in Pennsylvania here, I think our biggest problem right now. Yes, you won, Sherry. Congratulations. And I'll message you after today's video to get your address. But I know that, thank you, Pam. That is absolutely right. Pin cushions. No, that's you, Sherry. You really won. Yeah, it's not the wrong Sherry. Yeah, you really won. Yeah. Oh, she's excited. Pam, you're absolutely right. I made them last year for our guild members, all of the guild members. Wow, you are very generous. Great for fat quarter bundles. Absolutely. Now, pin cushions, it's the most interesting thing because there's like 30 million designs. If you go over to Pinterest and you're like, oh, well, I really want something that's kind of unique, you'll find it. They've made a pin cushion out of whales, ladybugs, boats. I've seen pin cushions for turtles, like anything you could possibly think of. They make a pin cushion pattern for. So sky's the limit on pin cushions. And the other thing is too, if you guys remember back in the early spring, I showed a pin cushion that I made because I needed a new one, because pin cushions do die. They constant pinning, they kind of get dirty. The walnut shells inside there, they kind of just like, ugh, so pin cushion revival is an important thing in the sewing room. I highly suggest that you make yourself nice pin cushions. How do I join Pam's guild? That was so kind. I know. And Pam, let me brag, is an amazing quilter. Absolutely amazing. Paula, you'd have to move back to Pennsylvania if you joined Pam's guild, I think. But then you'd get to visit us, and that's not a very bad thing, because we'd love to see you, Paula. So yeah, or Paula, you're going to have to fly Pam down to Florida so Pam can visit you and show you her pin cushions. Yeah, you guys could do like a one-on-one class. It'd be fun. But anyway, so if you need a pin cushion pattern, they're like all over the place. I'm not sure if Pam had a book she used or if she just kind of made up her own, or she pieced them together. Some people get very fancy and they'll do like mini log cabins. Jean, yeah, absolutely, Jean. Pam is an awesome quilter. Okay, we're going to turn this into the Pam segment of the show because Pam, okay, also for her guild in the past has done their mystery quilt program and has done different things for her guild. So if you have a chance to be part of Pam's guild, it would be a great experience for you because she's an amazing, amazing creative person. So send me your address, Paula, and I will send you. Now, how sweet is that? You guys are so cool to each other. Yeah, Pam. Yeah. And for those of you who are just joining us, Pam is a long arm quilter. She runs a business out of her home just north of here. And it's Pam, if you want to put up a link to your business page, that would be just fine with me. I think that everybody would benefit from seeing your stuff. And Pam has a Facebook page too. So we love sharing here. And I think that sharing just helps the quilting community in general because the more we share with each other, the more that we get inspired. So you should put a little blushing face there, Pam, because I'm sure you're blushing right now. We're just like loving on Pam. So anyway, and I believe that the more people put up like, oh, here, I've made this and I've done that, it really does help other people get inspired. It really helps them maybe, get out of the doldrums of their daily lives and go, oh, I love that. Let's try that today. So, Pam, it's like a whole fan club here. Ah, there it is. Very good. Excellent. Pam just put up her link to her website. And like I said, she does also have a Facebook page. So thank you, Pam, for putting that up. I do appreciate it. And but and that's the thing. Anybody that I don't know Margaret personally enough to sit there and go, well, maybe Margaret has a website. I don't know. But if Margaret wants to share a picture of something she's done, she's welcome to. Or Paula, you all can share on our Friday video chat projects you're working on. I think it's great for discussion and great for inspiration. We're trying to be a very positive force here in our quilting world. So these are all good things. But anyway, let's see here. I don't think anything else to share. Does anybody else have any questions or comments? I'm still waiting. There has been a lot of delays in the fabric industry. I'm still waiting on Dear Jane to come in from Riley Blake. We're crossing our fingers that things are going to be on time. It is a gorgeous fabric line. Super excited about it. And we have a couple other fall preview. We have the Hungry Animal Alphabet from Jan Wicker Fresh coming in again. We had that when we were in the Red Barn, and that's been like 10 years ago. She released the line again, so we're super excited about that. Okay, so Sherry wants us all to share, and I agree with her. And Margaret makes fabulous quilts. So now the pressure's on Margaret to maybe post a picture because, Margaret, we need to see some of your fabulous quilts here. And Paula, I know personally, like, you have amazing eye for color. I've seen some of your really cute towels you do with your embroidery machine. So this is not limited, ladies, to just quilting. Quilts. This can be machine embroidery projects as well, because we all do a little something. Are you selling the walnut shells? Well, yes, Nancy. Thank you for asking. I do have walnut shells. They're not on the website, but I will have to take a picture of them and put them up on the website. For those of you that are local to me, I can always, you guys can pop over. Well, schedule with me first because I might not be here, but you guys can pop over at walnut shells. But yes, I do sell the walnut shells. So you're hiding back there in the shadows. Now you're asking, but yes, I do have bags of walnut shells for sale. And for those of you that maybe don't realize this, your walnut shells inside your pin cushions help keep your pins sharp, and your safety pins go in, those kinds of things. That helps a whole lot. So thank you, Nancy, for asking about that. But yes, I do. And Nancy is also an amazing quilter. I did have on the wall behind me a couple episodes ago one of her quilts, and it got rave reviews. And if you guys saw the Kim Deal quilt that I put up on my Facebook page about 2 weeks ago. That is done by Nancy as well, and another one that has an amazing eye for color and detail. So you guys are just amazing and like so full of like talent, and I'm so pleased to know all of you. So all right, I'm going to let you guys get back to your Friday afternoons. I thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions or comments throughout the week, you can reach me at pitsewing@gmail.com. You can reach me on my Facebook page at Kimberly's Fabric Stash here. I am also on Instagram, and like I said at the beginning of the video, for those that may have come in late, the video, usually by Monday I'm able to put this up on YouTube after I have to do a couple edits, and then we can share it through YouTube. So if you have friends that maybe aren't on Facebook and you want to share it over to them, we can always share it through the YouTube link as well. So we're getting all sorts of like in the know here on the technology. So it's been fun. All right, so thank you again, ladies, for joining me. I will post up the picture of the giveaway as soon as I walk out of this room and over to my shop. That way you guys know what you're liking and sharing for next week, or comment and sharing. And then again, I hope you guys are having a blessed week. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you again here next Friday with new products, new fabrics, and a whole bunch of other wonderful quilty talk. And I encourage you to pop up a picture. If you guys have a picture of something you're doing, be ready to go next Friday. Let's look at some of this work that you guys are doing. I think this is fabulous. And if you do have a quilting related website like Pam does and you want to put up that as well, let me know so we can promote that. That's a good thing. So, all right, ladies, thank you again for your time, and I hope you guys have a good rest of the day, and take care and stay healthy. Bye-bye.